In this video, I'm going to show you the difference between Model tab and the Layout tab. In the Model tab, this is where you create your design, you apply the dimension, you complete the design in here. And when you're ready to add the information about this drawing, you don't put it in here. For example, the part name, part number, the dates, you do not put that into the Model tab. So what you will have to do is to click here in the layout, and this layout, the first thing you notice, they will see a piece of paper. It looks like a piece of paper in here, and then there is another frame in here, and that looks like the drawing you'd have. So in that, basically it is treated as a printed paper. So you can enter your information in here. You can enter the drawing name, you can enter the drawing number, and you can make some sketch in here too. So in both places, in the model and layout, the command line is the same. You can still draw a line in here. For example, I'm going to draw a line. I can still do the same thing, draw a line, circle. I can apply the draw command in both places. And the difference in both environment is that one has this paper in here, this sheet, and also you can see this icon, this UCS icon, user coordinate system icon. Looks something like this. Compared to model, it looks something like this. So you can differentiate the difference between two tabs. Now the way we use it is that, let me delete this line. So once I click it, I have this paper in here. This paper, by the way, you can adjust it, and I'm going to show you how to adjust it in a separate video. And then this here, this frame, basically if you double click on the frame, if you double click here, this is the model space. See, this is the model. This is this guy right here. So if I make changes in here, for example, I draw a line, enter. If I go back to model, the line is here. So basically I create a view in the layout that I can see the model. So this view comes as a default. You can delete it, but you will have to be outside this model space first. You have to double click the layout, double click outside the model space, double click. So now I can click on the frame and delete. And then now I can add that frame again. So to add it is layout, rectangle. I can add multiple layouts if I want to. If I'm the multiple screens in here. So if I have different design, so for example, if I want to show different detail of the drawing, I can have it in different view. So I can do this. So now the layouts allow you to create multiple view of the model. In the model, you cannot do that. You only have one model space, but in layout, you can create multiple of them. Now, if I create a drawing, a line, let's say I draw a line, go across the drawing, but because I am not in the model, I'm actually outside the layout. How do I know this is not? Because if I double click in here, you can see the line is darkened. That means now I am in the model. But if I double click outside, if this is not darkened, I'm in the layout. If I draw a line on the layout, let's say this line is on the layout, if I go on the model, I will not see that line. And then if I click it back, I can delete this line. I can delete this view. I can delete other view. I can create any way I want it. I will have a separate video showing you how to create a view that is matching the title block. So now let me create another one. So if I have a drawing, a view like this, I can actually enter the information of this drawing, and then I can show how I want to show this drawing. And then I can enter the name of the drawing, the part number of the drawing, and then the dates created, and so on. And this, you will not be able to see that in model. And the model is just purely the design.